Hi, my name is Kay Chung, and this is my blessed story. I'm a pharmacist, and for the last 5 years, I've worked as pharmacy director in a local Native American clinic. And as the pharmacy director, if a patient has a complaint or some kind of issue, usually I'm the one that ends up talking to them. I was working one day, and a call was transferred to me from a man named Johnny. Johnny was not happy. I got a 45-minute earful of the most colorful language you may have ever heard. At first, I tried to get in a word edgewise. That wasn't working out too well. The Lord just somehow gave me the good sense to try to be quiet and just listen. And so through that conversation, I heard basically that Johnny felt that no one in our department cared about him. He didn't really know any of us, and he basically felt like we didn't know what we were doing and that we were not serving him well. So somehow I was able to get him taken care of and what he needed for that day. And we got off the phone, and I took it as a personal challenge that I was going to win Johnny over. So I started every month or so just making a call to Johnny's house. And over time, he decided that I wasn't so bad after all. He would tell me stories about what he was doing, and I learned he did a lot of the housework at the house, and he kept everything clean, and I would tease him and tell him, well, I think I need you to come to my house and do that kind of thing. So in the course of these monthly calls, I learned that he was having a lot of anxiety, and I would reach out to his physician and talk to them about various things that they might be able to do to help Johnny, and call him back and tell him what to expect. And in the course of one of these conversations, he said, Kay, I'm just so grateful for all the things that you've done for me. He said, I really wish there was something I could do for you. So I thought about it for a minute, and I said, well, Johnny, there is one little thing you could do for me. I'd been thinking about this for a while and trying to figure out how to bring it up, but I said, Johnny, I'm a Christian, and as a believer in Jesus, it's really important to me that we honor the name of the Lord. And I realize you probably don't even know what you're saying, but I said, I hear you taking the Lord's name in vain really often. And so it would mean a lot to me if you could stop doing that during our conversations. And he said, wow, I didn't even realize I was doing that. He said, you're so right. He said, I grew up in a logging family, and that's just the way we talked, and I didn't even know what I was doing. He said, thank you for telling me that. So that opened up the opportunity just to talk about the Lord a little bit. And I just decided one day that I would write out a lot of scriptures for him. So I wrote out a number of scriptures about peace, about the Lord watching over him, about the Lord loving him, sent those to him, and he told me how much those meant to him, that when he would wake up in the middle of the night, he would get those cards out and read those cards out loud that I had made for him. I had the opportunity to pray with him over the phone, and I could tell that he was tearing up even through the phone, and that prayer meant so much to him. So I am just thankful for the way the Lord has allowed me over the past almost 2 years to get to know this person, to learn a little bit about his family and his origin. He's a Cherokee, and he loves hunting and fishing. And so I've been able to share the Lord with him. We've not actually had the discussion about salvation, but I hope to have that at some point. But he knows that he can call me for prayer or anything that he's needing, and I will be a person that will listen and care about him. And I've been adopted as his sister, so now I'll be in my office sometimes and I'll get a call transferred in from one of my staff, and they'll go, Kay, there's a man laughing on the phone that says he's your brother and wants to talk to you. So Johnny has become my brother, and he has blessed my family on a number of occasions, bringing us some vacuum-sealed rainbow trout. And we have enjoyed those so much as a result of this friendship and sister brotherhood that I've developed with Johnny. So it's just amazing to me how the Lord has allowed me in this position to get to know people, and at the hardest times in their lives, just to get to speak the Lord's love to them and pray for them. As a healthcare provider, or anybody in the service industry knows, we often meet people at their worst. They're upset, they're stressed, they're angry. But if we can put that aside and try to see them as the Lord sees them, then we will have an opportunity to really bless other people by sharing the love of Christ with them. And we're usually really blessed ourselves through those same interactions. So that's my blessed story.